You want to know how distracting it is having a ton of people watching you act.
For me, well, this scene isn't stressful for me because it helps me actually because there's supposed to be 10,000, 20,000 people around. So for me, it's like gets my adrenaline going. I don't know, but in general, I don't know. I sort of feel like that.
Yeah, well, it would help if half of them were from my fan club.
Crowd sequences are the big test of the first AD and his team. That's their directorial palette. I don't really direct the background. I desire the background, specifically tell them what I want for the background, but I don't actually communicate.
The great thing was we were setting up a scene that had crowd control in it and the cops, and we had all of our cops, but these background were great. They were fantastic to work with. They were quiet, which they hardly ever are, and everybody was just happy to be here, and it makes our job just that much easier.
We have cops, we have firemen, we have police, we have ambulances. If you take a look at the building behind us, it's about 12 floors, and all of the people who occupy those offices had to be contacted, and we had to let them know what we're doing because we don't want them hanging out the window, we don't want them putting flags out the window. We just need to do what we want to do in this location. So the coordination is immense.
We had something like 1,400 extras, and I think we made up about 600 of them. You know, like maybe a bit of sunblock, maybe a bit of lipstick, powder, a bit of a zhuzh on the hairdo. Plus the actors, Kate and James and Jimmy and Martha, Eva Marie Saint.
Once that's done, then we bring them in and place them and give them specific direction.
I mean, it's only 2 days of shooting, but it's probably taken us 3 months since we started prepping this. And I must say the people of Sydney have been extremely helpful and respectful of what we want to do and how we want to do it.
We had to shut down a stop on the subway, which shuts down this whole area. My mom and her friend Anita showed up, and I showed them the magic of movies. I took them into the hospital lobby and then took them through the lobby into the back of the hospital, which is actually a closed subway station, which goes way down to the ground. This is real. You're not understanding, Mom.
This is the underground.
That's a hospital lobby. This is a real subway station, which we have shut down. As you can see, if you went down there, you'd see a whole mall under it.
You bought the subway station.
You know something? And you just thought he was a kid, a punk kid, you know?
Well, I still think he's a kid.
We hope they're not too pissed off, and Sydney's a great place.
I mean, this is what I love to do. I love to come out and work with the background rather than be in the stage and do that. I mean, I love that too, but this is really what I live for and why I do what I do, so it's great.
Tom, let's decide what this is going to be. I have Kate. I'm going to have you turn it later. I'm actually going to make this a longer shot.
Okay.
The way we did it, we had a Steadicam actually run with Lois Lane and the child, and then step onto a crane and actually lift the operator into the air. Then I went up and previewed it, checked it out with it's called a finder lens. Just looked at the shot myself.
Brian, do you want to see the banners and things? Because it really brings it to life. It's so flat with these banners, and we have a series of pictures.
That might help Tom.
It's going to help huge.
Okay.
Huge.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, yes. That's a good pile over there. Brian, that one over there?
Yeah.
Yes.
Anything with his picture on it, just immediately.
Immediately there's a picture. No, look, Brian. Brian.
A picture that doesn't even exist.
Brian.
God, my God, Brandon.
I'm trying to do my best. I've got everything covered. Yeah. Just say yes or no, and if
I can't do this. Turn the camera off.
In today's environment, you never know who the crowds are. You never know who's out there.
Look at the guy in the hot dog costume. He knows what's coming until the sequel.
We were here scouting last week. The guy was here selling hot dogs. I thought he looked great. And Brian will either like it or hate it. So this could be the only time we see him in the film, which is in the DVD special. He's a lot of fun. I like him. I think it's cute. And I think that's what would happen is you have a crowd of people here. But we'll see.
None for me.
we go.
Yeah, whatever.
This lane. He's a strong boy.
Right this way, Miss Lynn. Watch out, make a hole. Watch your step. Thank you. Make a hole. Thank you very much. Watch out. Thank you. Watch out.
I think we had a good day. And look at, here they all are. Clearly, we've tired them out. Shot 15 days. We're on scheduled 15 days. Tamworth was a 10-day schedule, which was like its own little movie in Kansas with Toto and Dan the dog and the chickens. And here, when we've been back in Sydney, and then we came to the hospital. And since we've come to the hospital, these last 2 days actually did seem like it was its own little movie.
So I'm always very nervous about any of our cast, even our crew, but certainly our director, mingling out there. We just want to make sure he's safe, and here in Sydney, it was very safe and it worked out very well. So I was very, very pleased.
It's great to wrap it up and move on to the next segment. And I think next for me will be The Daily Planet. That's it will be its own movie in itself as well. So looking forward to that.